an audio podcast,
This
but
is only live
you are
stream.
YouTube live stream, so
Awesome.
So we're going Off Color Discussions back again with Chris from #NoOffense.
What up?
The editor, producer, talent.
I'm not Dr. Dre. Don't give me those credits.
That's pretty much you. Like I said, I mean, the only reason I'm here is I was offered free beer and to be able to say whatever I want.
And to write thank you letters.
And
dude, those have been good, man. Like,
so
they were funny.
For that first one, that was like all organic. Like I had a quick 2 minutes and I read through some of it and I got to that and that's how it played out in my head. Like when the message I started typing, that's just kind of how it started playing out. And then
those are the best ones, man.
Oh yeah. Can you turn that on? You should just be able to undo the eyelid. That's my bad. And you can turn on the picture of the video. So hold up for 1 second. It's gonna look awkward.
Yeah, so I appreciate the fact that somebody got a kick out of it, and I also appreciate that you got the undertone joke of the one today.
That's awesome.
I wanted to clarify that that's not what how I felt about drummers.
I'll get this.
And I know it wasn't Jason listening to it, but I thought it was a good opportunity to play on the fact that people confuse Adam. So
nice. We just had on Kent Spade. So if you're watching this video at any time, you can go back and watch that one before it because you're gonna see
this one will not be like that one. Like
no, that was good, dude.
That was a good one, but there was more serious topics going on in that one.
I like the balance. You got to have the serious with the.
If you're just tuning in, you're gonna get maybe a couple poop jokes. We're gonna talk about drunk stories, maybe
a little inside joke, but we'll tell you the story of why it's so funny. Basically, we have a network. Well, you're not going to see it because a lot of it comes from the chat.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Because we have a small network of podcasts, and we are in a group chat and keep in touch a lot where we just bust each other balls, show each other some cool shit if we have time. It's been a lot of fun. It's going to get me in trouble at work, man. I'm trying to not be on my phone too much sometimes when my boss is around. But like Thursday and Friday, she left. She wasn't in. My phone was like, I am so busy right now.
You don't got them high wall cubicles, huh?
Yeah, so I can tell whether your boss is taking a day off or not by how active you are in the group message.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
See, that's opposite for me because I've been kind of absent this week because I'm in charge because my boss is on vacation. So I actually have responsibilities and shit this week.
I have responsibilities every day. Sometimes I take a longer time because I'm typing with the left and typing in the right, but I gotta hit the space bar and then come back.
My boss has like almost a zero tolerance policy about the phone thing, so he gets annoyed with it quickly. So I don't even think he'd have one if he didn't have to have one for work. So, but I mean, I try to get in as much as possible.
What are you drinking?
Soul.
Which is
leftover from Cinco de Mayo, because it's still Mayo. Straight from the can into the man, baby. 24 ounces. It's Soul.
Jesus Christ. It's a commercial, huh?
That's my commercial.
We referenced the Cigar City High
Highlight, you did it
with Kent. Yeah, we mentioned it when I was doing the beer for that episode, and could pronounce the name right. I had to apologize to Cigar City, which I'll probably do again when I.
You better be doing a lot of tagging and hashtagging.
Yo, my
for
bad,
them.
bro. Like fucking murdered that name. Like I've never read letters before. Dude, I was just like, what is this fucking hieroglyphics? Like what? Who writes like this? I felt so bad. And you're like, oh, it's high. Oh, that shit. All
that
right,
makes so much sense.
See, we got to figure out a way where you get the YouTube chat too, because like we're correcting you like live on the fly in the YouTube chat, but nobody's seeing it.
So you get a Facebook chat message, but a lot of the interviews, if we have people that aren't friends, I'm not trying to look at my phone.
Right. No, yeah, I respect that. We gotta have YouTube interactive going, man.
Do the live chat.
Yeah. Billy, you can man the chat, dude. Do something while you're doing nothing, right?
Yeah,
or they could just go to
if it gets me off camera
discussion, and they could tweet at us on Twitter. They could message us on Facebook Messenger. It's not that hard. Or message us to the page. But it doesn't have to be the YouTube chat. I'm more inclined going to see.
I know, but what he's saying, I think, and what I'm saying is that a chat is a live stream. It's not like you tweet at me, I tweet back at you. Tweet at me, I tweet back.
We would answer.
We would see everything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So if they
you only pick and choose the cherry stuff.
So like last week, me and Adam were basically having a conversation among ourselves in your chat room. Answering y'all.
That's gonna go be. Can we go back and read that?
Different than the Facebook. No, I can't even see him. I looked.
You can't go back and read the chat.
I looked. I didn't see any chat. Like I said, keep it to the Facebook Messenger. At least for us.
If it's just for us,
like I'll see that.
I only do that if it's serious because I know what you mean. Like you're not trying to look at your phone. So
no, like the sound. But if you wanna throw out points or like you corrected me on the highlight and corrected me. When the sound on
the
camera.
Sound,
hey,
I was gonna say
your camera's echoing.
It sounds like shit.
Yeah, got that shit. Yeah, let me fix that. No, it's been nice having somebody from the outside chip in. We had a friend Randy that came on the podcast once. He would watch us when we did the ones on Sundays, and he would throw in a couple lines here and there, or helped us out, showed us what we looked like on his TV.
He was one of the ones we had. I don't know if you listened to the episode where we did Blazing Saddles. He was one of the kids that we had, one of the guys we had in with us.
Yeah.
No, I haven't made it to that one yet.
Never seen that movie. I don't understand how that happens, but
I'm not gonna lie, I was so fucking high watching that.
Am I the only one who has a little bit of sense about me?
No, I was. It was like, holy shit! I got so political.
Oh man!
I'm gonna save the world. I'm not gonna save the world, but I'm gonna try to be funny about some shit. But point out real shit at the same time. Like I know what I'm talking about, but I won't go. So, golly gee, what are we gonna do, Gee Williker?
Hey,
play me like that, and just play me and fuck it.
While it's occurring to me, because when I heard this on the I think it was the latest episode, your shit that happens in Florida segment, and by the way, I'm gonna take a little bit of copyright on that name. Shit that happens in Florida segment. That's pretty good, man. I like that. There's so much shit that happens down there.
It does.
But you guys have like a great twist on it. The fact that you're living it. Did you see the video of the dude Wilds had? Like, the chick dancing outside the... Have you seen this?
Let me guess, Waffle House.
No. Oh, was it? I don't know. It was outside of a restaurant. And it was some chick freaking pulling, like, some shitty-ass Michael Jackson moves, like, high as a fucking kite outside of... We'll say it's a Waffle House because, it's good community.
No telling. No telling.
It could have been. But
there's a lot down there that shit happens at.
It was funny, man. This girl was high out of her mind, just trying to dance and just
all right, so I think it's
for it.
A different high. I'm sure she was on like meth or
yeah.
some other shit. I
just
ganja.
No, you never see a pot smoker that motivated.
I get motivated, but it's to like sit still and be creative.
I like to clean my house.
I get motivated to sit still.
I like to clean my house.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like those Zen moments when you're just focused on something. Dancing is definitely not one of them because you're only going to last like 2 minutes and then you're going to be like, what the fuck? Why was I doing that?
Might.
Oh, I didn't realize your dancing skills, you had that.
Yeah.
I think that's a jab at the cardio. I think he's saying he can run circles around you, man.
Not circles.
I don't
He's got that Nick Diaz cardio.
Small rectangle. Bullshit. Diaz cardio. He ain't swimming a fucking Alcatraz 5 times. Ain't no marathon running here. I mean, fucking Cameron Hayes, dude. That dude runs a fucking marathon a day. Fuck that. What are you out of your mind? I mean, he breaks it up, but Jesus Christ, dude, that's a lot of fucking mileage.
The only marathon I should be running is like a Black Mirror marathon. No running for me.
Have you watched Black Mirror?
No, I haven't.
Come on, son.
See, I'm not interested in shit like that, dude. I like silly, dude. I don't like serious shit.
Dude, but that shit makes you like fucking bug the fuck out.
Yeah. What?
And it's got some good comedic effects.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I heard there was one episode where a guy was fucking a pig on TV or something.
Yes, the first episode of the first season.
That's the first one?
Yeah. That was the one you told me to start with.
Yeah, man, you can. They're
that
only like
the Robo Dog.
I guess it's always good to start with one.
The Robo Dog one.
Pig fucking. I mean, that's a little out of the norm here. I mean, it happens. It's more of a Vermont thing.
PJ said, "Watch Black Mirror."
Yeah, I see him. Late to the party.
He's yeah, but he messaged it. We were just talking about that. That means he's watching.
Well, where was he in the last stream?
That's what I said. He was late to the party.
I can't re-hashtag Xbox. It doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
That's like, here, I'm going to retweet this.
I can't wait till that episode comes out. He said, go fuck yourself.
I will if Joe didn't make me stream again.
I got kids.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that's funny. He says, I got kids, and mine are running wild upstairs, and my wife's like, are you going to help? No, not tonight. I'm talking to the guys in Maryland.
Wow.
Bro.
I did listen to that episode.
Mine are at home with the wife, probably in bed by now. Definitely in bed by now. I run a military camp, man. I don't fuck around. I don't like noise and shit.
Mine was playing Xbox when we went out there, so.
Yeah. At least he wasn't playing Fortnite.
Fucking asshole. This is why we don't do group chat, this motherfucker. He's like, they're in Vermont.
That's what they say down in Dallas.
That doesn't have the same effect.
That does not.
That doesn't have the same effect.
State, bro. I get the
size difference, man.
I know. Yeah. Well.
All right.
Yeah, y'all can get to like what 6 different states within 20 minutes. Is that what you said?
I can go through 3 towns on my way to work.
No,
I work
three
like 15 minutes away.
It's like, I mean, you could literally touch all 3 in maybe a half hour if you start from the southern touch of Maine.
If you drove up the coast in 3 hours, you could go from you can go Massachusetts, New Hampshire, and Maine in 3 hours.
Yeah, pretty deep into Maine too.
Yeah, pretty deep into Maine. You could be halfway to Canada in 3 hours.
Damn.
Yeah,
in 5, you could be in Canada.
From here,
from where we live.
Yeah, it's only taking me like 4.5 hours to get to Canada. It's really not that far. It was a nice scenic ride. Although not all them hills. When I was in Florida, when I lived in Florida, right? I've never told this story to anybody. So right.
Breaking news.
So when the internet was new and you had those like group chats, and you meet people, right? Check this shit out, right?
Back in my day when the internet was new.
Oh yeah, but it was, dude.
If you listen back, we've referenced that we have seen the birth and death of an internet service.
When you were 11 years old, there was none of this shit. You know what I mean? So
you're right.
It was me and 2 of my friends renting out this house. We were poor as fuck all the time because Florida don't pay dick for any type of service. I was getting $6.50, right? $6.50 an hour working at a hotel.
It was 1982.
It wasn't 82. It was 99.
No, you were not 11 in 99, dude.
No, I was 19 living in Florida. That's where I'm going with
this. I'm sorry. I'm following you.
So I don't remember what we used, but I messaged this chick. We drove through towards the center of Florida, picked her up from some trailer park.
You were in that shady ass AOL chat rooms. That's what you were in? Dude.
Damn girl, hashtag smiley face, but it wasn't a hashtag, it was how you made faces.
With
old school, with the colons and the parentheses,
before they did something. So then we drove it was 2 hours to go pick up her. I have no idea, but I do know that we passed a Scientology church because I remember going, "What the fuck is that? Scientology? What is that shit?" Right? Picked her up. She had scoliosis and all that shit, dude, right? Brought it back. All we had to eat was frozen burritos.
Wait. I'm gonna paperclip that. We're gonna go back.
Hashtag no offense.
We gotta get you piped in when we do our Florida segment, man, because this sounds like you've lived it.
So hold on, I gotta go back to it now.
I've been waiting to tell this story for years, but had nobody that lived in Florida that would know
to appreciate
what the fuck I'm talking about.
No offense to people who have scoliosis.
No, but she like, you know. So we bring this pork.
My point is, the story shouldn't continue.
So
the story should not continue. You are not who you said you were. So, I'm out of here.
No, we brought it back, right?
I'm tapping out. Holy shit. Okay.
Dude, right.
You brought it back and fed her.
We all like try to like so.
I was losing it, dude.
I've never told the story.
Okay.
Why?
To anybody ever.
PJ's feeling jealous. He wants to get in.
Just to pull this into a frame of reference, okay? To bring this into a frame of reference,
PJ, hold on.
I have known Joe for 20 years and have never heard this story.
No, I didn't tell anybody Florida stories. Like, I have never told.
I don't want to hear anymore.
I went to Florida.
Because it ends in like a Cold Case Files episode, man. He's driving 2 hours to a trailer park, somebody catfishing him on the internet, man.
Like, dude.
This is foreign to us. I mean, he's not as shocked as we are, apparently.
No, because I'm sure he's seen those girls. Like, he was just like, yeah, I know Jeanette.
I know those girls.
Oh,
all
shit. Right. Oh, sorry. But yeah, so we pick her up, we bring her back. All we have is like frozen burritos.
Scoliosis and all.
We're all trying to like hit that. It's not working for like a weekend. So, you know, we have to bring her back. So we have to bring her back, right? And it's that awkward 2-hour drive of like, all right,
after striking out trying to run a train on a cripple.
Had to bring her back, like there was a return policy. After you picked up a disabled person, fed them for the weekend, tried to hit that. Well, I guess it's time for you to go home. I don't want to hear any more of your Florida stories.
I'm gonna create a headline just for you. Like, I'm gonna make my own headline for this week's episode, and you're the star, buddy.
Shit that happens in Florida segment, right there.
Brought to you by Off-Color Discussions.
Yeah, right.
Color right there.
Oh shit! All right. That was like therapy. Dude, I'm legit, dude.
I've been holding on to that for years. Okay, well. I'm gonna start charging you $150 an hour if you get this shit up. Chris, don't want to hear about this. My point was, great segment. Good job, guys.
Well, appreciate it. Newest headline: podcaster tries to catfish crippled woman.
No. Gets catfished by crippled woman. Takes her on weekend resort. Weekend getaway. Holy shit. I don't even know if we can go anywhere else from that. You might have just offended almost everybody.
I think he broke himself, dude. Like,
wow.
he just you know how DJ tries to break Ray? He just that's himself.
No, I'm not serious. That was therapy right there.
That's only 2 beers. He starts crying at the next one.
That was funny shit. But seriously, I've never had anybody to tell because nobody else has lived in Florida. That would understand. Oh,
my father-in-law lives in Florida. You could have told me that story years ago. We could have had years of inside jokes. Hashtag no breaks.
No, so I could tell the story to him. He'd get it.
No breaks. We just went there.
Whew.
Wow.
Anyways.
Oh my god.
All right.
Hope that was fun for everybody.
You guys got anything fun coming up?
What, for like the show?
Yeah, you gonna make any more road trips or field trips?
I'd love to.
I like that brewery one.
Yeah, I'd love to. We got breweries popping up left and right, man.
Did you really offend the other table with your fucks?
They got up and left, so I mean, one can connect the dots, you know.
Halfway through their meal,
it's left with that face like.
They didn't even get a box for the food. They were just like, I thought this was a family establishment.
Well, like I said on the show, you bring your kid to a bar, that's what you get, you know? And it's just, ironically enough, the guy comes on, he's like, yeah, we try to be family friendly, and the kids can come to the bar. And it's like, shit, don't roll back to the first hour, buddy.
Well, technically, it's not really supposed to be a bar. It's a brewery.
With a tasting room.
But if you're going to bring a child anywhere where there's adults drinking, you have to expect something like that. Yep. You can't just, this is not the play place at McDonald's. Yeah. You can clip that. That's a good one.
Can't clip it. Somebody else can clip it. It's on YouTube. We're live, bro.
That's right. You're not doing the audio.
Oh, live stream that whole crying session.
He's still recuperating. Look at him. He's all flushed.
That took a lot out of it.
Must be hot with all that beard.
Heavens to Murgatroyd.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Is that Bud Light orange cup that you're drinking out of there?
Get out of here. We don't drink that shit.
It looks like it says Bud Light orange on the glass.
You talking about this one?
No, the glass, the pint glass.
No, it does say Budweiser.
Oh, it says Budweiser on it. It's not. It's this.
Bud Light orange. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
This is not Bicker Bots. Which show do you think you're on?
No, we drink real beer here.
I'm confused. I'm sorry.
What's your name again?
Jason.
Soul. Who makes that?
Miller.
Are you really?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They do.
I didn't know that. That they had anything other than Miller High Life and Miller Lite. Thought that was really all they had.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I had no idea that they made anything outside of that.
We don't we don't get those commercials right here.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of commercial beers that are out there that we don't get. Or Budweiser owns them and doesn't put them out for distribution anymore. Yeah. We have a brewery right in town, and they bought up a lot of the smaller microbrews and some of the struggling like craft brew places, and they don't really distribute a lot of them. They'll put a few things in the grocery store, and then you can get them down at their. They have like a little. What would you call that? Is it
tasting room?
Is it a tasting room? It's a bar.
That's a tasting room.
It's a tasting room. They do like shows and stuff there, but it's also like a bar, not really a restaurant. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but you can get them all down there. And we don't. I've never really seen.
Soul? Me neither.
Oh, did I tell you?
But you know what? Like the can, the gold can looks familiar. No,
I've never seen it.
I don't know. I feel like
yes, you have, dude. You Chipotle eating burrito motherfucker. You know what Soul is.
I lived in San Antonio, Texas, and I have never seen anything that looks like that.
Come on, yes you do.
No, I have not. A lot of Corona, and Bud Light consumed.
I believe that.
Not by me personally. I like beer.
I went to Able yesterday. Able Ebenezer. If you ever come up here, we'll take you, dude. They have good beer. Those are the ones I'm going to send you down when we do our beer trade.
Yeah.
But I was there yesterday, and there were these two. They had to be like 20-year-olds in college talking about how we're going to drop out of college, man, because we're going to do. This other kid wanted to cook, so he was just going to go straight into cooking. He didn't see the point of going to college. I couldn't really hear what the other kid was doing, but they were talking about beers. Like, oh, what do you like? Oh, I like these IPAs to be like this, dude. Like
their hair was all flopped to one side. They had like a thinly trimmed beard. One was wearing a Where's Waldo shirt.
And then it's like, all right, so this is how IPAs work. I want to hear your shit right now. Stop talking to me and turn back.
You don't know nothing.
You know.
I absolutely hate that with work. Like if I'm working and I'm doing my thing and I overhear a conversation where a guy's trying to like impress a girl or like impress his buddy or something talking about beer, and I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're saying right now, guy.
He's done that with dudes at a bar in MMA. We'd go to a bar. We used to go to a bar all the time to watch the UFC fights, and he would shut people down. Dude would be trying to impress a girl. He'd be like, that's not really how it works.
Oh, yeah. Well, back in the day, like when the Ultimate Fighter, like season 1 came out and like the Forrest Griffin, fight, like got everybody into it. And then all of a sudden everybody was at Hooters for watching the fights. Everybody was all of a sudden a pro, man. I remember those days.
We don't have Hooters around here anymore.
What happened?
They ran them out of New Hampshire.
Yeah, it closed
what?
down. We used to have a couple of. I think there's one in like Saugus, Mass now.
Oh yeah, there's one in Saugus. That's about it.
But that's it.
That's like an hour and a half away from us.
After they tried that airline bullshit and like almost went under,
Yeah.
A lot of them up here closed, and then we got Buffalo Wild Wings. Yeah.
Wow.
Buffalo Wild Wings,
which is fine.
I mean, yeah, they're all right. Although
I actually prefer it.
I do not see, dude. Hooters wings are good.
Yeah, but Hooters regular like their wings that you go there for, they were good. Yeah. Everything pretty much at Buffalo Wild Wings is good. Like I've tried almost everything on the menu, except for the really, really hot stuff. I mean, I like hot.
Dude, their Caribbean jerk shit was pretty hot.
Oh yeah, it is really good.
I get that. Yeah, I get that every time.
I've had the little street tacos. You know, the nachos are good. Like they have a lot of good stuff. Plus, I like the atmosphere better.
Fucking liberals. Listen, I'm gonna close this real quick.
Why? Because of the cripple?
No, and then I'm gonna turn it back on with PJ next to you, and see how that looks. Just
okay.
I can.
we're.
No, leave this. Okay.
We're about to get diversified.
We're gonna get some diversity.
It's finna get weird.
We're about to get weird on this show.
It's gonna be interesting. I don't know how this shit works. Damn it, it got us. Oh, so I only see. Oh shit, son. Oh, where's your camera, PJ? Come on,
I'm
man.
going to get it, you fuck.
I'm going to get it.
Going to get it?
Dude, you talk all that smack, bro.
Bro, I stepped in and said, I'm not fucking with you people. But
you people? What do you mean, you people?
That's the second time I heard that shit
we're the
tonight.
darkest two here.
Yeah, but I'm not probably the closest one to... Well, I mean, he's... Man, I want to do a 23andMe. There's a shot.
I did 23andMe and it was underwhelming.
Yeah, what'd you get? Viking?
Yeah, well, 33% Viking.
Yeah, you could see that. I mean, you're tall. What? No. Oh, shit. Superman.
Look at him.
Holy shit, it's Sloth from the Goonies.
I got your fucking sloth.
He's gone now.
He's that upset?
Yeah,
No.
he's coming back.
No, he was walking around with his camera. He probably dropped it.
Yeah, no, he... Oh, shit.
That's
dude.
out of control.
So, Hooters wings are delicious. I don't care what you say. We gonna
They are delicious, but...
They are delicious. Oh.
Hooters wings are not fucking delicious, let's just be honest.
Dude, I am honest.
Here, maybe I'll get Harley in the background.
I can't even see you yet. Have you been drinking?
No, it's fucking, was this Wednesday? No, I haven't been drinking.
Bro, you drank on Thursday
Fucking liberal.
last week, so I'm just... I just want to make sure that you're not flexing in the camera again.
Making his pec stance. That was awkward.
You asked me to do it. Quit sending me DMs telling me to fucking do it, so...
Terry Crews.
Give the fans what they want, right?
Are we live? What are we doing here?
Yeah, we're live. I'm waiting for your camera, bro.
Dude, I got my camera on my end. You ain't got it?
No.
No, I
I
don't see it
could-
either.
I saw it split screen when you first had it, and then
It's
I
coming.
did it. Oh shit! There's it. Adam
Right
just
on,
sent
Adam.
a GIF. Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck?"
How about now?
No.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, man, I wouldn't lie to you. Again, it's there. We go. We got split screen, but I have the space, but I don't have a camera.
Unplug and replug.
You unplug and replug. Tell me.
I did. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, you guys.
Don't be telling me what to do. What'd you think of my Florida
How many-
story?
Yeah, how many beers you had there? You're pretty fucking ornery.
Oh,
You see,
man,
you're
dude.
pretty ornery.
Who, me?
No, me. I will not lie, dude. That was like a straight therapy session. I have never told anybody that story. That was like something I buried down
awesome.
deep inside. Like, there you go. I see your
There he
face.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the big
See,
What's up, Scarface?
that's what I was
Got
saying.
it.
I've known him for 20 years, and I've never heard that story.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
Are you wondering the same thing I am? We showed up, she had scoliosis, and then the story continued. Like, I was like, no, I'm good.
Most people just stop right there and turn around and go to the house.
Right? No, he held
the wheel, hit the gas.
Yeah.
2 hours, man. It took me 2 hours to get
2
there.
hours?
I'm at least trying to get something out of this shit.
What do you mean get something? You didn't get anything except for you fed her a few frozen burritos, and it was awkward all weekend.
Dude, talking about feeling like not the man.
I mean, were you a complete gentleman? Were you like, hey, I'll hold your crutches, and what the fuck?
I mean, she walked all right. It was just more like hunched over.
She walked all right.
I just keep picturing the son from Breaking Bad. I know that's. I shouldn't say that, but
I'm picturing like the Forrest Gump leg braces, where you're like, oh shit, let me get my wrenches and get this going.
Tighten up the braces.
Did she live at home? Where did she live? Did she live in a home?
Yeah, it was a trailer park. I wish I fucking knew like the area more.
But was it her trailer, or was she like living with other?
Joe did not see the red flags. You drove 2 hours. Trailer.
What did you think when you got there and you saw the ramp leading up to the front door?
Leg braces.
Huh?
Was there a ramp to the front door?
No, there were steps.
Gotta be ADA compliant, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I don't remember all the details. I just remember that part of it.
Which would have
was
been
a very-
enough for me
it
to
was a
walk
very-
away. I'm sorry.
Wait, okay, so
Weekend
let's try to unpack this, right? So
therapy.
you spent an entire weekend trying to hump a cripple, right? So
Yeah,
and there was a
don't
bunch
hate
of
the
you?
play, hate the game, son.
there was a bunch of you. There was more than one of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
why
guys
she said
said
no.
yeah.
They were trying to run a train on her.
Bro,
Dude, sometimes you just gotta throw shit at the wall. It might sting.
sometimes you just throw jizz at a cripple and hope it sticks. I mean, what the fuck?
Spider-Man.
It's not like I was jerking off the plants. All right.
Oh my god. So at what point in time did you go get some WD-40 to try to lube them rails? What's wrong with you? You need Jesus.
Fake
No,
news. You don't
hashtag
wanna-
Scientology. That's what goes down with, man. Didn't you listen to the story?
That's what
Oh, so now you're trying to hump coke workers.
Hashtag Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is a majority owner of Coca-Cola. Fact.
Fact. All of a sudden, he's Trump now. Fact.
You didn't say hashtag doesn't count.
it only counts.
Hashtag Coca-Cola is responsible for the Holocaust. They were
Fact.
fact.
Oh, you put Batman back?
Oh man, it's a different room.
Yeah, I know.
You got
it's your
Batman in
other
every
one.
room?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
this is-
life-size
No,
Batman.
it's the same one. I can see it.
No, it's a
Harley.
different one.
That's Harley. Yeah, that's not the same Batman that you had last week.
Yeah, okay, I'm a fucking comic book nerd. I got a couple of them, okay? Let's just slowly roll.
So
Back up.
how fast are the guys that chase you when you're stealing those from the stores?
See-
This is mine. I heard you told us what you almost did with Captain America's shield. I can only imagine that you didn't ask people for those and that you were just like, mine. I'm sorry. Am I too loud for you right now?
No, man, you're telling everybody my shit. See, what you do is you go to the midnight
Evidence
showing
is behind you.
and you just grab it and run like hell. Ain't no. What's a 16-year-old that's fucking serving popcorn going to do to me? Right?
Yeah, especially.
You don't want
once
none of
you do
this.
The flex. Flex on him. Done.
You know? Fuck
For
these
those
people.
that don't know or didn't watch last week's live stream, PJ from the Bicker Bots on the right, and Chris from hashtag
Oh,
No
he
Offense
is
on the
so
left.
on the
I'm
right.
just trying to make sure that is he though?
He is on the right.
A little self-conscious here because I'm not wearing a hat with the rest of you fuckers.
I know that shiny forehead.
I'm not.
Look, shiny. It's like the crab from Moana.
Tie it up. Tie it up.
I'm so
Wrap it up.
shiny. I don't know if you want to go with that look.
I don't know if this is a good look. Should do something for the fan base.
Assalamu alaikum.
Prince of Persia.
That was seamless.
So, what did I interrupt? I heard Disney stories. I mean, God, you spent an entire weekend trying to hump a cripple.
I know. I can't get over
Pretty
it.
mind
either.
blowing, right? So you can see why I never told that story before.
Well, I just think out of 48 hours, we can get a couple more stories out of this. Like,
No, No, that's pretty much was it. Like, just a
They
bunch of
didn't
like,
talk much.
hey, so, how you doing?
Did you
What
try
was
some
this
shitty
warlock's
lines?
name?
Dude,
Oh,
I don't even remember her name at all.
Oh, come
Don't
on.
lie.
Yes, you do.
Oh,
Don't
no,
lie.
No,
Remembers the
no, I
screen.
don't.
Stop it.
No, I wouldn't lie.
you probably
about
got
that
it
shit.
tattooed on your ass, don't you?
No.
Were you trying some shitty lines like, girl, I can hit it so hard your back will go straight?
That may have been the move.
To be honest, no, it was back in the day. I smoked a lot of weed, man. I don't know. There's a lot of shit I don't remember, but I just remember.
Let's connect dots because you went by the Scientology church.
Yeah,
you picked
see?
up a crippled chick
Yeah.
and you tried to fuck her like you were one of those preachers that touches people and heals them. That was
Well,
your
no,
move, wasn't it?
He couldn't have been
I
that
have
creepy.
seen the light.
He couldn't have been that creepy. He
I can
tried.
make you
She
walk
said no.
again. Just put the dick in your mouth.
Praise Tom Cruise.
What I have here is the spiritual jism.
Hey, that's a good band name. You guys know how to play an
That could
instrument?
be
Let's
Adam's
start a
new
band.
Jason.
That's what I said.
Did you just call him Jason?
No, he said Adam.
I said Adam.
I keep hearing this name. Who's Adam?
Carpe diem.
Wait,
Diem?
Carpe
Doesn't
Diem.
make any sense
That's
to
an
me.
El DeBarge song.
Ooh.
Who
Wow.
is
Not a lot of El DeBarge references.
I got El DeBarge in my playlist right now.
I
You don't know
know
who
you
El
do.
DeBarge is?
I know
see.
who El DeBarge is. I said, ooh, an El DeBarge reference. You don't hear that often.
That's true, you don't. It's older.
Joe and Chris seem to be amused by my fan letters.
I think it's a nice touch. If
I
there
thought
was
it
a
was
way we
cute.
could transcript some parts of our chat and like have that be available, I think people would dig that.
Well, I was typing it out and I went, with all my love. Ah, that's a little strong.
That's a little strong.
Delete,
Don't want to
delete,
scare
delete.
him away on the first weekend.
Best regards.
I wish I could throw up the Bicker Bots chat. You should see Ray threatening me.
Yeah?
On the reg.
No, today I actually ran into him at work, which never happens, and he was trying to solve some complex computer issue. And I was like,
Walking
did you
around
think
like
about
Rain Man.
running an Ethernet cable around the table? And he just went off on me. He was like, you shut the fuck up. You get away from me. You don't know what the fuck you're... I was like, oh.
Still mad about the conundrum about mom and girlfriend, huh? Or mom and wife.
Struggle is real.
The struggle is real. I'm still trying to... I
I
had a debate with my wife the other night about it. I'm like, what would you rather? She's like, I don't know. I don't really care.
So,
I love my
You
mom.
asked her
but
preference?
I love my mom.
Huh?
I know my mom. There is no way. I'd fucking kill them both. Peace out. See you later. Not even making out this scenario.
Just
I'm
sit
outta
there,
here.
just sit there and
So-
cry and
Please,
do
dude,
it
I'm outta
yourself.
so here's a would you rather. Would you rather smoke weed and play video games all weekend, or drive 2 hours one way to try to fuck a cripple in a trailer park?
It depends. If they're forcing me to play Far Cry 5, then I'll probably go check out the cripple just in case.
That
Right, 'cause
is a
we
fine game. That is fake news.
I'm just kidding.
We should all sit around and play Pub Gay.
I'm just kidding. I've never played Far Cry. Any of them.
From what I hear.
Did you hear what's going on with Pub Gay? They said it's the #1 way that old men are leading little boys into their houses.
No, that's not true.
Hashtag false news.
It was a lady.
It's still church.
It's still church.
Catholics are holding on to that.
They gotta hold on to something, losing everything else. I'm not doing religion though. Fuck that noise. I come on to disparage Coca-Cola and
And his poor decisions as a 19-year-old.
He said fake news.
Oh,
At least you were
it is
19.
Not false news.
No, Adam did
I
say
can't-
fake
It's
news.
fake news. Thank you for the
I got a hard
correction.
time looking at you now, Joe. I look
What's
at
up?
you in a whole different light,
Dude, I'm
man.
telling you, I was a different person, man. What part of it you not listen to? Any of the
Obviously
things
a creepier
where
person.
Dude, I was a fuced up individual until this awakening. I mean, it was a very dark
What awakening?
Hold on. Creepy. I wasn't ending there. I mean, it seemed a little desperate, maybe sad.
Joe, what do you got on your list? Like
Don't
most people
worry,
have
I'll get taller.
twins, Asians. You got cripples, a blind chick. I mean, what?
time. No, never had a blind. Puerto Rican, Egyptian, Black, Asian, English.
Apparently, we're just offending everybody that they're not.
I'm telling you my list.
He was referencing
I was pointing to the one
the English woman upstairs.
Who's a very lovely woman.
You know, just saying that one. I've gone skinny. I've gone
BBW.
And I didn't give a fuck, bro. Like I just did not give a fuck at all.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Pillows, slushy
cups. The fact that I'm
cups.
still alive now amazes me sometimes.
Yeah, and that took some effort back then too, because like you picked her up on AOL, man. It's not like you could just swipe right, you actually had to put in some work.
It took 10 minutes just to log on.
There was no pictures back then. It was dry.
Bro, she was wearing Forrest Gump leg braces. She was telling everybody to come out to the house.
Hey, at least I know she wasn't getting away.
She couldn't run faster than you, but probably still taller.
Yeah, but I did not have to Bill Cosby that shit.
Ooh.
I don't even know.
No, you might have actually got some then.
That's true. Who is that?
I would have loved to see.
It's probably Chris.
My God, this is just asking for like a Lifetime movie to be made.
My friend's ex-aunt-in-law, I don't know, whatever you call his ex-wife's aunt, told me one time that I should write a book
about your Florida experiences.
Yeah,
just experiences in general.
Being a fucked up person.
Well, I asked it in the chat. Why didn't you at least try to take the stick to Disney World so you can get to the front of the line?
I couldn't afford Disney. I was poor, bro. I was 19, making $6.50 an hour. Did you miss that?
He
part?
Drove 2 hours with buddies to go pick up a crippled chick.
I couldn't afford like the high dollar. I had to take what I could get.
He didn't even take her to McDonald's on the way home.
Right,
we got
$0.99
frozen burritos at the house.
99-cent freezer full of frozen burritos.
Chris, how close is this to you, where they were doing this bullshit?
Where were they doing it? Where'd you do it?
I was out of Melbourne, so 2 hours inland, whatever that area.
Yeah, you're a little further away. You were in meth capital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fuckers get near water and you talk all nautical. Oh, we were 2 hours inland, bitch.
That's if you're living on the coast, 2 hours inland. Yeah. What do you want me to tell you?
Which is damn near almost the other side.
Look, it's Florida. Reference everything as far as you were from Disney. That's all you have to do.
It's not as easy for us.
I dig that.
South of Disney, probably an hour.
PJ just goes drive until you see a hill, and then take a left.
There ain't no hills in Florida.
What the fuck is going on here in this group chat?
Field fires. It's Adam chiming in. I wish I was a part of this right now.
So hey, we know what the legs look like. Was she at least trailer park hot?
Ooh.
Probably not.
Probably
not even a little. Nothing redeeming. Okay. Come on, man. We're the deets. We're the deets, man.
It was obviously good enough for you to keep her captive.
20 years ago.
Keep her captive for 48 hours.
Oh wait, did you bring her back to your place, or did you keep her there?
No, we went back. We brought her back to our place for a while. That's where we had the frozen burritos. We drove 2 hours, picked her up, drove back, got awkward, stayed for a while, hung out, and dropped her back off.
What really happened? You drove back 2 hours because she was like, I'm kind of hungry. You want to go grab some food somewhere? And you were like, nah, I'm broke, but I got burritos at the house.
All my money just went into gas to get here.
And then you held her captive. And I don't mean you forced her to stay there. I just mean she couldn't run away.
Oh, my God. This is so bad.
It's not bad. Who the fuck cares?
This screenplay is writing itself.
I could be making it up.
I know.
You never know.
You abducted this cripple and held her captive. This is writing itself,
she got
man.
in by herself.
Again, I've known you for 20 years. You're not making this up.
No.
Wow.
That's funny.
That was funny.
Do you feel that you got it off you now? You can breathe again?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of some more fucked up floors. I mean, I told the one about the spider crossing the hall.
I don't know what that is.
It was a fucking spider. Texas, I would imagine your animals are a little bit bigger as far as like. Ones that kill you, spiders,
right.
snakes, right? So the way that the house was set up, you had like your living room, kitchen, bedroom area, a hallway with a laundry room and another made-up bedroom, and then like a great room. Like it was just a huge addition on that's where like our living room was. And this spider that was about the size of my hand crossed while I was walking with my friend. I fucking screamed like a bitch and jumped into his arms. I was like, dude, fuck this.
I'm just picturing like a regular sized man holding a baby.
The fucking side, he screamed too, but I jumped first.
You ever seen them Australian spiders?
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
Dude, those things they're like,
well,
what's that movie
according
with,
to hashtag no offense, Australia does not exist.
It's not according to us, man. We just report the news.
I had my buddies up in Australia about that, and they're like, "We're so fucking tired of this shit."
Oh, this is like a thing they deal with, huh?
I'm intrigued. Yeah. I'm intrigued. I'll play into it. Why is it not a place?
They just say it's not.
It's flat Earth shit. Australia's fake. That's part of flat Earth.
Real.
Yeah, they said, what is it? The British, instead of actually taking the prisoners to Australia, they wanted an excuse for drowning them at sea.
Right.
Okay.
Fuck out of here.
Which that's why I said back in the 1700s there were no cover-ups, man. If they wanted to fucking kill you, they killed you.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's good shit.
Was there? What are you doing?
You're just lucky there was no cell phone cameras back in, 99 when you were trying to hump cripples, I guess.
Yeah.
This is forever going to be a
Joe, what other dirty shit do you do? Do you pick up Make-A-Wish kids and try to get them to blow you?
No, because a lot of them seem to be young. You never hear stories about the Make-A-Wish kid that's like 20-something. It's always about like the 10 and less.
I'm not even going to start
it. Really is. When was the last time you heard a Make-A-Wish story about the older person?
I have to stop.
It's a fucked up thing. Like,
I have to stop because jokes are flowing through my head right now, and I've already made
no question. Every time I hear Joe say he's going to volunteer for some shit.
Yo, you're out of control.
Is that a Notre Dame hat?
What's
is
that?
it what?
No.
Not you guys. Him. Notre Dame?
Yeah.
All right.
That's close to Florida.
So, all right.
Well, I mean, if you guys are all just fans of shitty teams, I'll just leave it alone.
Says the Cowboys.
I like drug addicts. I don't know what to tell you.
Are you a Dallas fan or a Texans fan? I think we talked about this on the Swapcast. You're a Texans fan?
No, I'm a Cowboys fan.
Oh, you are a Cowboys fan?
Ew.
I'm sorry.
I thought I knew you better.
And Cleveland. Don't forget Cleveland.
You just lost the only good player you had.
Dude, when we moved here, I didn't realize that the Texans were technically closer.
So you just picked them by name recognition?
Are you a basketball fan?
Yeah.
Cavs,
are you a Cavs fan?
I have to be.
They're the only.
It's the one fucking thing we have.
No, the Indians aren't bad, right? I mean,
Fuck
the Indians
baseball.
Huh?
I can't deal with 164 games a year. It's just too much.
Okay, so you're just not a baseball fan. I was just saying they're not the only. The Cavs are not the only team in Cleveland that is fairly decent, but
the Indians been to 3 World Series in my lifetime, and they've lost them all. So the best thing that the Indians ever gave anybody was Major League.
Fair.
It was a fine film.
It is a good film. Shit, I've been caught already.
Could have been worse. You could have been a Chicago fan.
Cubs won.
The Cubs, yeah.
Cubs beat the fucking Indians. Thanks for bringing up sore topics.
Yeah, but you know how long they had to wait for their World Series?
Cleveland won 2 before
Dude,
the
it's been a shitty day for me. I don't know if you can see this shit here. I got bandages all over me. I've been getting fucking injured. Huh?
What, are you throwing hands at work?
No. Well, I don't even want to talk about that shit. Cause
I was going to say, it sounded like it, man.
I thought somebody was coming home angry.
He had one of them brown boxes walking out, dude. That's the visual I had.
No, that was me doing the my best Mark Wahlberg impression. Who are you? I'm the guy who does my job. You must be the other fucking guy.
Just picture PJ pointing at people, flexing, fuck you, you're cool.
You're cool.
I'm out.
So you're the third person to reference that today after the incident I got into at work.
Hashtag Tom
Cruise.
So
Who's Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise. Top Gun is a great movie, by the way.
Today is Top Gun's anniversary, motherfuckers.
You're outnumbered here, Joe.
I'm not outnumbered. Top Gun is good.
Say it, Joe. Say it.
It's
Say it.
the
I get on the
most
goddamn plane right now.
movie ever, but it is awesome.
And he'll fly up there upside
I will
down just to
watch it
prove a
every single
point.
time.
Yeah.
Iron Eagle was better. I'm telling you, when he puts in that tape and
I'm gonna go
he
no.
hears Lou Gossip saying
I was just gonna say.
speech, and then the music comes on, he's flying and shit. It's way better than Top Gun bullshit.
Stop with this Iron Eagle shit.
Yeah,
Nobody's buying it.
I'm gonna
That's
go
like the
with
Deep
no.
Impact Armageddon, dude. Nobody cares about fucking Iron Eagle.
You're really not adding to your good decision making. Iron Eagle over Top Gun. Cripple girl for the weekend. Couldn't get none.
Is this what you did to that poor broad? It's not bad enough she's crippled. You made her watch Iron Eagle.
Was that the move?
Iron Eagle 3.
Was that the move?
That's
No.
the move. It's amazing.
Analog Netflix and chill.
It's
Hey, I got
amazing
this
he has
tape.
Kids.
Yeah, here's this tape of this Blockbuster video that I rented from.
You made her watch Iron Eagle 1 through 4.
Is there 4 of them? I thought there was only 3.
Oh, you're the expert, Joe. I was making shit up.
Somebody who likes them would correct you.
Yeah. Girl, you just sit here, watch some Iron Eagle while I oil your limbs.
And eat up this burrito.
How the fuck you gonna feed her frozen burritos, bro?
Dude, that's all we had, man. That's what we were surviving on. I am not fucking kidding with you.
And because they ate all the
Frozen
ramen noodles.
burritos. We didn't even get that shit. It was legit. We had a
How do you not be-
full of frozen
How do you not be?
burritos.
How are you a broke 19, 20-year-old and not?
an hour.
Yeah, ramen is way more in your budget than
Yeah, I got rent. I got other bills.
than frozen burritos.
Yeah, every
I
once
mean,
in
you
a
could
while
buy
we go-
what 18 packages of ramen for the price of one frozen burrito.
Yeah.
What was this, 99? He had to pay for that beeper.
Yeah, it's true.
Do you have a chain on your beeper?
No.
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 That
You
was
didn't have
okay.
a chain, dude?
No.
Ooh, I like it.
Mine was see-through yellow. That was the
See-
last.
What?
That was the last one I had. I actually
That's
traded it
bold.
into a pawn shop for like $75.
Right? Pages were the shit, man. I remember you, like, started off with the top read, and then you had the side read.
Oh, you had
Side read was baller.
Yeah.
You had side read. You made it.
Yeah, you drug dealer.
People assumed that you were a drug dealer.
Dude, even if you weren't a drug dealer, you got called a drug dealer. I know how you get that.
Shit's hilarious. I mean, that used to be the big thing. Like, so everybody wanted to spell the different codes on the pager, and it was always, 69 and be my code. If you bought it, girl, let's roll. Of course, Joe takes off with my one time I'm going to rap. Smack his ass, Billy. Smack his ass. Get in there.
I can't
Get
reach
in there,
that
you
low
dirty
from this
fuck.
chair.
What's that?
Dude, you know you can.
He's almost
Stick
on
your
the
thumb in his
ground.
ass. Get it.
He's
Get it.
5'2", man. He's like way down there.
He's a stocky little motherfucker, though. Looks like a
Isn't he?
wolf.
Well, he's just round.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
I can only say that because I continue to lose weight now that I'm back outside. So, I'm not just sitting around at work.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of Mexicans that far north.
Yeah, it was a hard trek. You know,
He took that deep breath. He was taking it.
a lot of train jumping. You know what's messed up? Okay, so we've had this discussion before about the fact that I'm not quite sure what to claim myself as because, you fill out official paperwork and they ask, white, Hispanic, black, whatever. I've been called Mexican
Other.
for longer than I haven't been, so
Who taught Joe how to pour a beer, by the way? Doesn't that look like shit? Chris, back me up.
I know we have brewer friends, and he doesn't know how to do that.
Bro, I barely drink, and all you gotta do is tilt the motherfucker. It's not hard. Can he play with his pocket pussy later? I'm not staying up all night to talk to you fuckers.
Pornhub doesn't offer cripple porn.
Oh,
I bet you're wrong.
I bet you I'm gonna flood Joe's inbox with a bunch of cripple porn now.
I don't think he can hear you.
Oh, I know.
All right. He can't hear you. He's gonna flood your inbox. It's gonna be slow to get in. But
I'm gonna send it to the house. Do they do cripple monthly?
I don't know.
I had to move stuff over. Lenny left. What's he saying?
Talking about sending you cripple porn to the house.
That's fucked up.
Shit.
I wasn't making fun of her. Just saying. Shit happens
No,
when
what
you're in
you-
Florida. There's
I
fucked
was
up,
making
there's,
fun of
there's
you.
fucked up stories in Florida, bro. That's all I'm trying to say.
So what I'm gonna do is real fucked up.
Do
Is I'm
you-
gonna put it like
do you
in
realize-
colorful
hold
baggage.
What's up?
hold on.
What?
What if our girl from last week with no limbs was Joe's girl?
Oh
You-
shit! She had
Yo.
limbs though.
I gotta say,
Well, I mean, it's been 20 years. Shit happens. I mean, like, she was
No.
already on a path, dude.
you had me like.
No, she probably that girl looked young, right? Maybe not. I don't know. That'd be fucked up.
He had you seriously stopped me in my tracks when I was listening to that, and you said, "What is she, a nugget?"
Oh,
You stopped me in my
Nugget.
tracks. I had to stop and laugh. That was messed up, but so fun. That's something I find
Dude,
really
you
funny.
called your neighbor's foster kid a rental.
That's one of those funny because it's true things, right?
what the fuck?
Wow.
And then Prince of Persia over there, speechless for the first time since I've known him, man.
That's
Like,
fucked up,
I
man.
was not prepared for this.
Well, then my wife told her I said it. Yeah, it was fine. I mean, I talked to him. It was all right.
He understood.
I don't know where to go from there. Between the cripple and the rental kids. I mean,
That sounds like a good movie, too. The Cripple and the Rental.
oh,
New Netflix show coming this fall.
I was going to say, not necessarily on Pornhub. It could be on Netflix.
how does that work?
No,
You
it's
just
probably
show up
more
at
like
like
Amazon.
the foster home and say, "Hey, can I have like 3 or 4 of them? I got a ton of yard work to do."
They're fostering a kid.
No, he's fostering a kid, but when
But they're foster family. They're not they're not looking to adopt.
no, they were expressing like just stuff that they were going through and dealing with it. So I think
It's been a struggle.
yeah, it was a struggle. It's been an adjustment for them, so to lighten up the situation. Billy referred to it as a rental, so that they wouldn't feel so, you know.
So do you rename the
Stressed out.
kids?
But
like
not-
your name's Aaron now.
No.
Like when you get a dog
Hey,
from the
hey,
pound,
Rob.
you're like, no, you're not Sparky anymore.
Yeah. Holy shit.
That's always been messed up. That people change dogs' names when they adopt them. Like, how are
They're
you
fucking
supposed
dogs.
Oh, see? I'm not the only person. I mean, I think it's messed up that they changed their names. I mean, a 5-year-old dog that's been called Sparky his whole life should not be called Charles.
Yeah, fuck that, dude.
Shouldn't name a dog Charles anyways.
Right? Dogs with people names should not be allowed.
Or
But I-
sweaters.
I want to see the foster family rename the kids. Like, okay, so you're June, you're April, and you're May. But my name's Joanne. Yes, but we have to return you in June. So this way here I know.
So like a 90-day return policy? You were the one that said the gingers are half off, and I don't think you could return merchandise that's on sale.
That is a problem.
Just saying. Man.
You know, this is... I say we offend the people that they don't, but... We're just
I would like to
encompassing
see-
everybody,
meet the
man.
person
It's
I don't
pretty
offend.
Gingers, cripples.
I'm not making fun of her. I was just telling you the story of how it happened.
No,
Yeah,
that was an
anything-
accurate portrayal, man. That wasn't making fun. That's just what
Hey,
happened.
Joe's a
Dude.
cripple
Did
lover.
the conversation never come up on the ride home? The
I just
2-hour
don't
ride
discriminate.
home?
Dude, honestly, I wish I could remember because I'm sure it's even more fucked up than the tidbits that I can remember. Just the awkwardness of like, so here's this burrito. The center might be cold still because you know microwaves and shit. They still can't heat up the middle.
You're about
So,
you're seeing
sure
his
it was-
game in action right now.
But after that, I did get game. So there was other happy stuff that happened. I just don't feel like talking about that right
Oh, you got game later in life? You started eating the burrito the whole way?
yeah. Put it on for 6 minutes instead of 3.
That's
That's
why she
a
couldn't
long
blow you
fucking
because her
time.
fucking mouth was melting.
Hell yeah, that's a long time, dude.
Gets the center every time.
6 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Trying to.
All right,
Anyways,
All right.
that's my time. I just want to come on and play with you guys.
yeah, it's fun.
It's been fun.
We can now that we know we can do this, it's gonna get crazy. Start playing.
Yeah, we can
shit
actually
more
set
and
something
more.
up and do something real.
Hell yeah, right?
It's gonna get weird.
It's gonna get cool. I wonder how
So-
how big of the group. We could probably even screen it. If we put
Look, we are not making this shit look like the fucking Brady Bunch.
Well, what I'm looking at right now is you two in the middle with empty squares on the top and the bottom.
Bro, we can play fucking Hollywood Squares, kid.
Hey, is this still live streaming?
Yes.
Okay, so Bicker Bots Podcast at gmail.com, Instagram.
You're about to get kicked out of the group. You're about to get banned, dude. You're about to get fucking banned. Nobody wants your stickers. Stop linking your fucking show. Come
Bicker
on.
Bots is an open format discussion where we
No,
have
it's not.
interviews.
Shut up. No, it's not. Stop it. Stop it. No, it's
Lately,
not.
we've found our niche. We've been doing fake or Florida. Having
With
a real good
random
time on the
people.
show.
My segment name was way better.
PJ from
If you guys come out to the studio, I have an archery range set up. I'll send you home with some elk.
Me?
Yeah. So.
No, it's
Are we competing for guest of the year on your show now too? Is there a belt on the line?
Oh shit! I mean, I do have this belt.
Oh,
right there,
this is a good time to announce the new category in the beer competition. Most improved.
PJ,
How about
my
never
man
was?
sign. Aw, he's trying.
Let's try.
Oh, that's the belt right there.
What's
Is that Ric Flair?
Oh, it's a fantasy football belt.
It's a what?
Fantasy football.
All right, glad to see that you earned that physically.
Physically.
All right.
Did he drop the mic on you?
I think you did.
PJ from the Bicker Bots. Go to Bicker Bots on Facebook, iTunes. Find them everywhere. They're on all the socials.
All the socials.
iTunes.
All the socials.
Stitcher.
Patreon, please help. We need bail money.
Oh shit, he's still here.
No,
Yeah, he
he's
is.
He's waiting. He needs money from Patreon so he can fly up here and kick my ass. talking shit about Top Gun.
Yeah, he's gonna fly up there inverted.
All right, on that note, I'm out.
Chris, hashtag no offense on
HT Knots everywhere.
Check them out.
At HT Knots everywhere. It's been fun, dude. We're gonna get weird with this shit. I'm telling you.
I can't wait.
It's gonna be fun. Later, buddy.
Happy 16 de Mayo.
Later, bud.
Oh, 19 more days in Mayo.
Oh, that was fun.
Oh,